I'm Elia Haber for the Beirut Banyan. Whenever you're walking around from Martyrs Square to Riyadh Salah, on your left, just facing the church, there's a string. It looks like the one where you hang laundry. However, instead there are small artworks. They're cardboard pieces with paintings on them, expressing different feelings about what's going on. They have nameless authors, different colors, different expressions. This makeshift museum of the protests downtown was made possible by the efforts of a young lady. Here's our conversation. Okay, so let's kick things off officially now. If you don't mind, please providing me with your name, age, and profession.
Yes, my name is Christy. I'm 25 years old. I just finished my BA in Fine Arts at the Lebanese University. Yeah, that's it.
So Christy, I met you now and you're sitting in front of many people's artistic creations. They're trying to get their messages across and you are beautifully displaying them. Why do you think people need art in this situation?
I think art at this revolution is really important because it expresses people's need in this country and they're expressing what they need to say in a quick message. People can read it quickly or look at the piece of art fast, and they really can make people understand faster their opinion, which is really important because in this time and situation, it's a sensitive place, and people are really emotionally exhausted, and they're hearing so much rumors, so much thoughts, so much opinions, and it's really stressful. It's good that you can hold a banner or a piece of art or draw on the streets or on the road or anywhere, and the message can flow quick.
So as we were discussing also earlier, some people just do not feel that they can express everything through words. Sometimes they just have to put it on a piece of paper. Have you done any of this yourself? Are there any pieces of you?
Yeah, I start off doing my own banners. At first it started like that, but I let also people to make their own banners as well and their own piece of art. So I put on the street a little tiny station with paint and coloring pencils and coloring pens and stuff like these, so they can also make their own. I ended up having not only my own banners but everyone else's banners. It wasn't the main idea. At first it was the idea was you can make a banner and go with it, go on the streets and hold it and be proud of it. Some of them did that, but also other people left them with me. It's like I'm the messenger keeper, you know. I ended up having so much opinions, so much thoughts, so many art, and it's like a tiny street museum for the revolution, yeah.
I wanted to ask you about your art specifically because this is something that's been on my mind and many people's minds when we're talking about our mental health in this past month. So we've had so many ups, we've had so many downs.
Yes.
How are you coping with the stress? Physically, we're all exhausted, I think, by now. But mentally, how do you think, or how would you advise people from your own experience in dealing with this month on how to stay healthy?
People should really know that this revolution is for everyone. And anyone can express however they want. But it's important to be yourselves here and do something, act upon what you really believe in. In my case, I was participating at first in the revolution, and I felt it wasn't really enough. I mean, at first it was really strong. But since we have warlords ruling us, it happened to be a really long revolution. And you cannot just stand still, just screaming or shouting or fighting with the police. You cannot just do that. At some point, people really need to understand that we need our time, but you can be smart about it. You can have your own time in the revolution, being yourself. For example, if you're a writer, just write articles, even in bed. You can stay in bed with your pajama, but do write articles. If you're a businessman, just make an idea that could support the business here. Inspire people, everyone has something to say. Be creative, just be yourself. It's really important, and do rest if you feel like having a rest. Do act if you feel like you need to act upon something. Just be yourself. Yeah, this is really important, and do what you really, really enjoy and like, even though it's hard, because there's so much diverse people, but we really need to be flexible and understanding for the situation.
I'm gonna touch on a point you mentioned earlier, that this revolution is for everyone. And maybe this is something that's going on in your life, it's going on in my life, I know, and that is discussions with family members, friends, that do not necessarily feel that their place is here. They're very maybe scared or apprehensive about what's going on, they're worried. How are you dealing with those conversations if you're having them with friends or family members?
Every time anyone say something, let's say negative about the revolution, or everyone who says that they're tired or they're really sick of crossing the roads, or they're tired of the smell of the burning tires, or the daje of the like the pan and the spoon. Like, I say, if you're if you're really mad about something, do revolt. You need to express it. If you're poor, do revolt. Come over here. The kak is for 2 thou. If you're even there, no, حتى they're giving food for free. If you're having some economical difficulties, do revolt. Say, express it. You cannot be tamed. It's really important to say it out loud. It's good for you. It's good for your mental health. Please do come revolt. This revolution is really important. We're defending our basic human rights. We're sick of fighting, and we're sick of having emotional and economical and social difficulties. We're sick of that. We really need to say something, do something about it, and to start to be flexible with other people and with other opinions and other thoughts, and be more humane. So come over here, and if you did not find someone friendly, there's always someone who is good for you, and like, you can always have new friends. You can learn so much here. I've been in my home depressed before the revolution, and really I couldn't really do anything. I was jobless. I'm still jobless, but no, I'm doing here like, only the revolution is now my job. Like, literally, it's my job right now. After the revolution, I could not sleep. I couldn't. I felt I should really participate. It's something really exciting happening. There's a big change, and change isn't always really easy. Could be really difficult and stressful, because you're dealing with some new ideas, and it's really overwhelming. Embrace this really overwhelming feeling, and go with it by being yourself and being kind with people, and also flexible, and defend your rights when you really feel like defending. Don't let anyone tame your expressions and your thoughts.
Have you learned anything in this past month about your compatriots or about your country that you didn't know before?
I wasn't really involved with politics before. It wasn't really interesting, because it was boring and lame, and it was the same. When I came here, I was forced to kind of accept other people's opinions and thoughts and backgrounds. It's a school here. I mean, you can really learn so much. Learn about politics. You can learn about how society is really working. What is this other person really feel? You can go with what other people is going through. It's amazing. It's really life-changing. I can never miss this. I can never miss this drama. I mean, it is a drama. It is, and this is giving me personally life. And I hope, like everyone else, is really going with this, enjoying this or not. You're learning so much about yourself, how you're working in this revolution? What are you giving to this revolution as well and to the people?
Since we're speaking about the people, here's my last question. Let's say the people next year at Independence Day, they're remembering this one. What do you think they're going to remember, or what do you want them to remember?
I really want them to remember that we are diverse, but we are one. We really are fighting for something important here. And I hope this independence is gonna be the real independence. So I hope tomorrow is really important, and please do come to the street, meet new people, meet diverse people, even though they have really different backgrounds than yours, but they're not you, you know? Just accept them. You cannot force your thoughts and your opinion here. So please be kind, be humble, be gentle, be strong, have a nice sense of humor, be flexible. It's not a hippie thought, it's just like it's like that, it's a fact.
Elia Haber, signing off from Martyrs Square for the Beirut Banyan.